If you want to make corned beef, skip the boiled potatoes and cabbage and make a Reuben sandwich. I'll place it on homemade rye bread and I'm brining the brisket from scratch. Using a slight variation on Brian Pollan's recipe, start by adding pickling spice to a gallon of water. Then add light brown sugar, white sugar, pink salt, kosher salt, and honey. For the brisket, I'll separate the point and the flat because they have different cooking times. Pour the hot brine over ice, and once it cools down, I'll start injecting the brisket. It's really important to inject the thick ends of the meat. If you don't have one of these, I would poke some holes in the brisket with a cake tester or meat skewer. The point will go in the brine for 5 days and the lean flat will only go in for 4. To cook the corned beef, simply cover 3/4 of the way up with water. Cover and bake at 350 for 4 hours. The lean piece will be ready after 3.5. Butter the rye bread and only toast it on one side. You want an even light golden brown. Now place 2 pieces of Swiss on each side of the bread. Then I'll spread my homemade Thousand Island dressing on both sides. I gently warmed up the corned beef and I'll pile it high. I warmed up the sauerkraut and drained it. Now bake the sandwich in a 350 oven to just melt the cheese. Scratch-made corned beef should eat like a tender pot roast. If you make this, it will be a night and day difference from that disgusting deli-style cold cut.